It feels like it's been a minute. I guess it has.
It has been a minute.
So sorry about that, life and all those good things. But so we just want to tell you guys, we're still here. We look a little different, obviously, for several reasons. But thanks for staying with us. And if you're new here, yay, you don't know any better. So
if you're new here, love it. I hope you stay and just kind of follow our journey as we kind of dive into books and, you know, be unfiltered and be ourselves authentically.
Yes.
And embrace that part of us.
Yeah.
And hopefully you can like keep up with our pace because we're all over the place.
We're
trying to be more structured.
We're trying. That's our goal. That's our 2026. We're in 2026 now. Goal is to be more structured, be more purposeful.
Yeah, definitely.
And we really want, like, moving forward. We realized that we lost the plot. Like, legit. We lost the plot. So we forgot that when we started this, it, like, all of this came about because Jane and I were literally sending the most unhinged messages ever.
Voice
messages back and forth to each other about crazy ass thoughts and theories and everything about the books that we're reading and the books that we mutually love. And we lost that. Like, we just forgot that. So we want to go back. We want to go back to the basics, essentially, of just, like, character arcs.
Focus on the emotional depth. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like that's what really moves the plot.
Yes. Yeah. Regardless of,
like, all the other elements.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the world building is great. You know, the things that the turn of events are great, but I guess for me, I don't know, it's just and we feel a lot, right?
Yes.
I feel intensely, and when I read a book, I feel what I'm reading. I feel like I'm going through what the characters are going through. I empathize, like, on a very deep level.
Yeah.
And so those are the things that I enjoy about reading. And I feel like I want to put that out there and just, you know, talk about it with you guys, because I'm sure the emotional aspect is it's a pivotal process. Like, it's a pivotal process to see these characters grow, and it definitely gives, like, the meat and potatoes of the book at the end of the day.
Yes.
You know?
Like, and that's what we've, like, when we were passing on these voice memos back and forth to each other, like, that's our favorite part about reading is all these, like, random thoughts, in-depth thoughts, and hey, did you catch this?
Right.
And oh my God, I never thought about this, or I can't believe I didn't see this the first time. Like, that's what we want to talk about. And that's how it's all started, and we want to go back to that. And so the problem is that Jane and I are overthinkers. So we wanted to make sure that you guys knew what we were talking about. So really, we were just thinking too broad, I think. And that's why we were recapping and reviewing, and then giving our little thoughts in between. But so moving forward, less reviewing. Like, we are going with the intentions that y'all have already read the books and you know what we're talking about. And this is literally just unfiltered, unhinged, sometimes unmedicated, sometimes medicated, well, depending on the day.
Medicated, overstimulated.
Overstimulated, like, but just, like, what we really wanted to talk about. And because we already all know the plot, right? So there's no need to just do that. But
I also want to add, like, when reading these books, it's like, how does it resonate with you as a person? And it's also one of those things where you may not identify with every character, but the more you read about them, you start to think differently and understand them. Like, what drives them, what keeps them going, why they are the way they are. Oh, wait, I have this person that's like that in my personal life.
Yes.
And you feel like, okay, maybe I can learn a little bit more or be more open about how I approach my relationships and understand the dynamics within my own personal life, you know?
Yes.
So it just goes beyond that. It's a nice escape, I think, especially from like the day-to-day bullshit, the monotony,
Yes.
because that's why I read. But I hope this is a platform for you guys where it's a safe platform, and you know, you also feel seen with the types of conversations that we have about the books that we're reading.
Yes, and we want, like, at the end of the day, we want community. Like,
Yeah.
we want, like, we're having these conversations and we're saying, oh my God, yes, I was wondering if anybody else thought that, right? And we just want to know, like, did you guys think that too? Or did you think of something else? Or, you know, or maybe there's something that we missed, but we want community. We want to build a community of just like overthinkers and, you know, bookworms and, you know, fantasy girlies, like all the things, but just ultimately we just want to help build this community of just here we are. But and that's the thing is like the other thing that we wanted to focus on too that we were missing, that I think that we were missing is we really want to focus on local authors or independent authors. So where, because obviously we love the big authors, like we love them, like obviously that's what brought us together. What Jane and I have found as we've been doing this is there are so many independent authors and you know, or even local authors or anything that are really trying to build their brand and build their like backlog, and they're really good.
And one thing that I really appreciate and admire about independent authors is that they are taking a chance. And I think for me that's something, I think this platform for us is the same thing. Like, we are taking a chance.
Mm-hmm.
It is scary.
Mm-hmm.
We are putting ourselves out there, but we want to do something that we love. And so we don't know where it's going to go. And if it doesn't go anywhere, that's fine. But someone's going to listen at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And I love supporting indie authors. I love reading arcs. I love seeing their journey and following them on TikTok and even like engaging with them on social media. It's just such a beautiful process, and I have so much respect for people who take that risk and like, I'm gonna do this regardless of like what my chances are of being out there, right?
Yeah.
And they do it, and like people like us, we see that and we also promote that, right? We promote it and we support them at the end of the day, and so kudos to them at the end of the day. I really do. I don't know if I would ever have the courage to write a book. I would love to.
Same.
I don't know how the hell to write fantasy, but I've followed TikTok accounts where people who have read books, like, I don't know if I have the skill set to write fantasy, and they do it and it's great.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so I guess it's like at the end of the day, don't build up the walls, break through them.
Yeah.
But all right, that's my tangent.
I think that's good. I think that about sums it up. We're gonna look different, and we're still trying to figure this out. So it's gonna keep probably changing until we really find our groove. The podcast episodes are gonna be short, but hopefully that's our goal. So we'll see how that goes, because you know we're gonna try to film. We are in MySpace tonight.
Yes, I love this. Yes.
Yep. So we're gonna try to be in different spaces sometime. We're going to conventions. We're trying to find local authors. We're trying to find local, you know, we've been to small bookstores, like all these things. Like we're basically like JM and Lisa are on an adventure, you know, and we're just here. Like, it's crazy, it's chaotic, and like, come on, join us. And
we gotta tell them so we're going to the Romantasy Book Con in Los Angeles. It takes place, when is it? February 26th through the 28th, I believe.
Through the 1st. We come back on the 1st.
Yeah, but the 20th is a lot.
Yeah.
Whatever, so it's that weekend.
Yeah, that weekend. The last weekend in February.
So I'm so excited to be able to like network with people, meet fellow readers, meet independent authors, and just like kind of do this whole thing. Like, this is our passion. We enjoy doing this.
Yeah.
And also, one more thing. I want to embrace like disagreements. Like,
yes.
If we don't agree with each other, obviously respectfully.
Yeah.
But it also opens the door to see things from a different lens. Like, shit, I didn't think about it that way. Like, wow, you're teaching me, I'm teaching you.
Yeah.
We're opening up our perspectives. And so embrace the disagreements.
It's okay.
But do it respectfully.
It's okay to disagree.
Right. We don't have to agree on it.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's also like just makes it more of a safe space.
Yes. Yeah. And we want you guys to engage. Like, that's the that's the thing that we want the most, is we want comments, we want engagement, and like, because we want, like, that's why we started this, was just to find other people who are like us. So we want you guys, like, if you disagree, tell us, so then we can come back and be like, yo, I never thought about that, you know, or you want us to try something else, like, why are you always doing blah blah blah, like, have you heard of, you know, so and so. Like, these are things that we want, and it just goes back to building a community, and just like, we want, like, that's what Terrence Angel started as. We wanted to, you know, a guild. We wanted to.
It's trial and error, though. At the
yes,
end of the
but
day,
it's trial and error.
Human,
yes.
You know?
So please, thanks for sticking with us.
Yes.
Keep coming while we're figuring it out. We love you guys. Please like, subscribe, you know, all those things. But